What motivates you to be successful?
What motivates me to be successful? It's really a lot of things, but one of the one of the main things is just growing up without shit. You know, I'm from the hood. My story's no different. I'm from a lot of family problems, drugs, crime, all that type of stuff. But you know, it's about the story is coming out of it. You know, and surviving it. You know, I grew up single parent household. You know, I started kicking it and got tight with my father later in life. You know, he was a good father. You know, him and my mom just split. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the things that don't kill you make you stronger, and that's what the way I look in my life. I watched mom struggle, so I knew as I got older, I didn't want to struggle. I was in the dope game early. I had to change my surroundings. I had to change my way of thinking. You know, to do better, you got to want better, and you got to be around better. And then it starts just with your mind state sometimes, you know. Because I was around a lot of guys who just complained about, oh man, I can't find a job, I can't do this, the white man hold me down, this and this, I can't. And it was just a bunch of I can't. Nobody was saying what they could do. Everybody was just saying what they couldn't do. Everybody was just complaining. And I knew I wanted more for my life, so I just had to reevaluate myself and my situations and everything that was around me. You know, I was around a lot of guys just living the street life. I was in the street life, but I wanted more. So I had to back away from those cats. Find your true identity. You have to find what you want for yourself. And it's hard for some people. You know, I'm blessed that I was able to know that I love music, know that I love being creative, writing, producing, acting. You know, I wanted to own my own business. And once I started being around people who were doing these type of things, that's what helped me to be in a position to make these moves on my own. And it really, to me, it's as hard as you make it. Because with me, it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. The easy part was just changing my way of thinking, changing the people I was around. You know, I can't sit around all day and complain about what I don't have if I'm not doing shit about it. You know, that's one of my things that I hope that helps anybody that's watching this. I don't have all the answers. I can just tell you what works for me, and hopefully it works for you. I just got focused, man. I started producing music. I started being around people who were really out there producing and making music. I started being around other artists. I started being around other actors, other businessmen, other businesswomen. So it's like when you around this crowd of people, they on the bottom and they're not doing nothing, and then you around this crowd of people and you want to be on that level, you got to leave this crowd alone. So in that transition, I went through a lot of, oh, you think you better. I had a lot of fallouts with friends. But at the end of the day, you got to look at your life like this. You only live once. You only get one life to live, and it's like, are you going to do it trying to worry about what people are saying? Or are you going to go out on a leap of faith and live the way you want to live and go for the better of life? You know, and that's what I chose to do. So, and trust me, it's tough, but it's as tough as you allow it to be. Like, I don't have no problem letting motherfuckers go. If it's my niggas, it's old female friends, new female friends, family, or whatever. I don't have time for none of that shit. If you hindering me from getting to where I need to be, you're done. Because that's a lot of people's problem today. They can't move forward because they're too busy worrying about this person, what they talking about, or this situation. You gotta let that shit go. And you know, as soon as I started doing all of that, that's when my life and my success shot to the top. I mean, my clothing line, my website, I started a production site that was real controversial called DrDreWho.com. And it wasn't a diss towards Dr. Dre, it was just a statement of, okay, I feel like I'm just as good as a producer, but at the same time, I'm a big fan of Dr. Dre, so it wasn't a diss. And a lot of people looked at it like, oh man, he's dissing Dr. Dre, who is he? No, I have nothing but love and respect for Dr. Dre. I made a song and have a video called Game Face. A lot of people thought I was dissing the West Coast. I wasn't dissing the West Coast. I wasn't dissing Game. I don't even know Game, but I respect him. You know, we done been around each other a couple times, but I don't really know dude like that. You know, but no disrespect to him. That song got a nice buzz, and it's just I do a lot of things because that's what I feel. And, you know, there's a method to everything I'm doing, but I'm not doing it trying to tear anybody else down. It's just really more so to make a statement. And once I started doing these things in the beginning, people weren't supporting me. You know, people were like, oh man, you know, this and this and this. And that's when you really find out who's really with you and who's really against you. Because your real family, your real friends, and your real homies and all that, they're gonna support you, and then they always gonna have positive things to say. I know a lot of people around here. Well, if you're watching this, you know that you'll feel me when I say you have people around you who always try to bring you down. Then you have people around you who always try to lift you up. And those people who always try to lift you up, no matter what the situation is, those are the people that you need to gravitate towards, because they're giving you that same energy that you give off. Those people that are around you that you're constantly helping and being there for them and they ain't being there for you, those people, you need to fade those people out, because they leeches. They just sucking on to you. They just holding on to you, keeping you on this lower level. And the only way you're gonna get to that top level, you have to let all that shit go. And that's what I started doing. As soon as I just started eliminating all the negativity, all the negative people, all the negative thoughts, and just started focusing on the positive, being around business-minded people, that's when everything for my life just rapidly changed. And through all of everything that's going on through my life, through the good and bad, I had faith and I put God first. And then I looked at myself and I said, wow, everything was like an overnight success. It was like an overnight transition, just like that. But it's your heart and it's your way of thinking. You have to think positive. You have to speak positive. You have to really be a positive person. Like, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I fuck up. Everybody makes mistakes, but you got to know that and be able to change. And sometimes the change won't come just like that, but it'll happen. You know, you have to just work on yourself. And I'm blessed to be able to say that I can look at myself and snap out of things. You know, I've been a hater. I've been somebody who's negative. And you have to just transition and change from that. You have to be able to look at yourself. And then one other thing I can do is I can be my own critic. I don't have to sit down around a bunch of people. Man, you like this, you want to do this, or you think I should do this. I make my own mind and I make my own decisions. That's what puts me in the forefront. And a lot of people don't like that, but at the end of the day, fuck them. You know, you can't live your life worried about what people are saying, what they're thinking, because at the end of the day, all your dreams and all your goals, you'll never achieve them. You'll never, if your goals and all your dreams are here, you'll never get there because you're too busy focused and thinking here. You're worried about this, worried about that. Let all of it go and go forward. That's how I got to the top. What else? I just really basically you really have to just believe in yourself. I know a lot of people say this, man, you got to have faith and all this. You know, I don't go to church. I believe in God. I'm a very spiritual person, not so much religious, you know, and not anybody who is or anybody who's in the church every Sunday, or I pray every day, and I really believe, you know. And once I started seeing these things that I wanted for my life, that's what let me know these things are possible. You know, I'm back and forth to LA constantly. I've met some of the biggest stars in the world. I've worked with some of the biggest stars, some of the biggest producers, rubbed elbows with a lot of people, and I'm connected with a strong positive circle, but I'm trying to build my own brand with the clothing line, with a production line, with acting, with running a business, doing fitness things. These are the things that I love to do. So you have people on the side who are not really with you. I have people who tell me all the time, man, you doing too much. Okay, and I look at these people, they're still in the same spot they were in years ago. So my reply to those people is, you're not doing enough.